Hey guys, so I'm just warning you now, the lighting is not doing it. Right, okay, so the lighting is not doing it because the sun keeps on coming in and out of the fucking clouds, right? It just can't make up its mind, like it's either here or there, just take a fucking pick. Today's a video that a few of you requested. See, it's coming back. Off. Today we're going to talk about someone that Shane Dawson talked about in one of his series that he was trying to fix people up. There was this girl that I used to watch all the time on YouTube, like a few years back. I'd say a solid 4 years ago, 3 to 4 years ago. She was my everything. I loved her videos. She had a series going on and I'm going to get into everything in this video. The channel that I want to talk about is grav3yardgirl, and a lot of you wanted me to talk about it because it's someone that Shane Dawson tried to fix up. The first time I found her, she had a series called Does This Thing Really Work? And this brings back a whole lot of memories. She had her alligators that she was very obsessed with, or crocodiles. Alligators, I think it was alligators. She had the thing where she would drink the drink and she would make that sipping noise, and it was like the whole shebang.
Sippy sippy.
Then I unsubscribed for some reason. Like, you know when you see someone in your sub box but you're just never clicking on their shit, you're just like, maybe next time, and then you add it to your watch later and then you never watch it later, and then you're just like, I might as well just unsubscribe if I'm not gonna watch the videos, right? So I unsubscribed. As This Thing Really Worked was a big hit on her channel. She made so many episodes of that. Things get old on YouTube very quickly and things get very stale, and we've seen that in a lot of my Road to Irrelevancy videos. I think we've established why a lot of channels die, but I think grav3yardgirl is a really weird example because she was doing so well. I mean, a lot of people were doing well, but it's almost like it's weird to see someone like her die because her views were so good, like so good. If you look at some of her most popular videos, her Does This Thing Really Work series is scattered all in her most popular videos. So her most popular Does This Thing Really Work is 17 million views, and it was 3 years ago, so not even that long ago. Like, she was doing fine. She was doing just fine. Then Who is grav3yardgirl? But that was just kind of like a trailer little thing. 5 years ago, fine. Then Does This Thing Really Work? 4 years ago. Does This Thing Really Work? 4 years ago. Does This Thing Really Work? 3 years ago, and so on. Like, they're all kind of 3 to 5 years ago, I'd say, which kind of goes to show that 3 years ago she was doing amazing. Like, she was at her peak. She made a Does This Thing Really Work 2 months ago and it only got 1.2 million views. So you'd say 1.2 million views is really good considering she's got 8.8 million subscribers. However, to be comparing it to all her other ones that were like above at least 5 million, something went wrong, right? But then you'd be like, okay, well 1.2 is still good. Yes. 2 months ago was kind of not that long after her Shane Dawson moment. Then she made another As Seen on TV, Does This Thing Really Work? 1 month ago, and it only got 344,000 views. Shane Dawson's grav3yardgirl series started 4 months ago. It had 3 parts and it altogether had about 30 million views. You'd think this is a great opportunity for someone whose channel is dying, because her channel was already at that point losing subscribers the way a lot of the other channels that I talk about do. They lose subscribers because there's no good ideas, there's no new things to show, there's no revamping of the channel. They kind of just lose it for a little bit. But she's back to a dying channel and it's only been 4 months, and she was doing fine 2 months ago. So it's almost like people were there for a very short burst of time and then they realized, things really didn't change, and they started unsubscribing again. In the last 30 days, she has lost almost 12,000 subscribers and she has got 5.3 million views. Kind of like a Zoella thing. She's still getting views, but then people are realizing that they're not very interested and they're unsubscribing. Well, she sometimes on some days will gain like 100 to 300 subscribers, but then on most days she'll lose anywhere between like 300 and 3,000, and that puts her at an average of 400 subscribers lost every day. And she gets anywhere between 80,000 and 400,000 views, which puts it at an average of about 180,000 views a day. The views are still there, but the subscribers are quickly running away. So it's almost like, you know, the subs that she gained through the series, she's losing again. So she's back at 0.0, like she's back at where she started. And you'd think a Shane Dawson series would really revamp your channel, but in this case, she's almost been given a chance that she didn't use to its full potential, and I think that's what killed her channel even further. So let's look at, you know, the whole vibe vibe. The series was started 4 months ago. Okay, so let's look at 4 months ago. I'm assuming those were before this series. And then Why I've Been Lying About My Life was probably the start of, you know, when she did that Shane Dawson series. That was the first video she put out on her channel. And it got 5.1 million views. It's called Why I've Been Lying About My Life. And she goes and explains everything about how she never showed her lavish lifestyle and how it wasn't something that she was very comfortable with sharing with people. And I think that's okay. But I think if you do live a lavish lifestyle, to act like you're not is almost showing a fake version of you, and people can see through that. If you are not someone who makes a minimum wage a month, if you're making millions of dollars a year, to then act like you're on a minimum wage, it's gonna show, because you're not that person. You're a millionaire. You're not a regular person. So I feel like that's kind of, I'm assuming, where her career started dying before Shane Dawson came and said, hey, just be honest with people. Because I feel like a lot of people get really butthurt when YouTubers turn out to be millionaires and they're like spending their money on cars and stuff. But it's like, they worked hard, they made the millions, and they have every right to spend those millions how they wish. Like, if I made £1 million and I told you guys that I want to spend all those £1 million on just toilet paper, that's my business. None of you can actually tell me what to spend my money on. It's just none of your business how people choose to spend their money. So in my mind, she should have from the start showed her progression with money and how she was spending it. She's got a lavish house, she's got amazing cars, she's got the whole shebang, and she should have shown it from the get-go. And I feel like that's what was killing her channel, because people could kind of tell that something was off. They weren't quite sure, but it was almost like she was a whole different human being, and that is kind of true. It's what came out in the Shane Dawson series. And once again, I'm bringing the point back home. It's be honest with people. If you're a certain way, be honest with people. Don't pretend to be someone else because you think that that's what's going to make people happy. I've said this before when people ask me how to have a successful YouTube channel. Be honest with people. Be who you are, because people want to see you, not to see someone else. There's a load of other people on this website. And I feel like at some point she lost herself in this whole situation and she was just pretending to be someone that she wasn't. If you are a millionaire, then you are a millionaire. As much as you don't want to admit it, that is a huge part of who you are. You are a millionaire with a lavish lifestyle and amazing things. Show some of that. You know, I'm sure people are interested in the life of a millionaire. Show that. It's a part of you. Don't be almost embarrassed of having the money that you have, because it's not embarrassing. It's not something that you should be ashamed of. It's something you worked extremely hard for multiple years, and you deserve it. So show it, because it's a part of you. So she made that video, and then she made another video which got 4 million views, and it was Why I'm So Scared, Being Myself and Crying Too Much. Once again, it's kind of like almost like a part 2 to like the first video, where she's like, this is why I'm scared of showing who I am. Great, I like that. You know, bring the attention from the documentaries to your channel and explain further. Great, you're kind of linking the two together. You're bringing in the demographic, the audience. You're doing great, sweetie. Then she did a glide cycle. Does this thing really work? Okay, so she shortened it. Graveyard Girl 2.0. I love that. Yes, 1.6 million views. That's fine. If those were the kind of views that she was getting regularly on her videos, I'd be more than happy with it. It was better than the views she was getting before the Shane Dawson Graveyard Girl 2.0 situation. She's getting like twice as many views, right? She did an uncommon object haul, almost 1 million views. Why I Have No Friends, 1.1. And then the views started dropping again, because it almost seems like Graveyard Girl 2.0 is actually not Graveyard Girl 2.0, it's just Graveyard Girl. Nothing has changed, nothing has improved. It's just slightly more clickbait and still the same content that you were making before the Shane Dawson intervention. Black Milk Clothing try on haul, 500,000 views. Testing Coca-Cola makeup, almost 800. Things I've never shown anyone, 600. Not really many above like 1 million views. And then Ghost Stories of Shane Dawson and Friends, obviously 2.6 million views. That was going to happen. It's inevitable. You know, you make a video of Shane Dawson, you're going to get a lot more views. Then June Favorites, that didn't really do much. It was probably one of her worst videos. But then Testing Sweet Tea Lipsticks also didn't do that well. Like, it was on 300,000. Then Inside the Gucci Store got 1 million views because people told her show your lavish lifestyle, so she made a video in the Gucci store and it got 1 million views. Fine, but it all just seems still very repetitive and almost just the same graveyard girl that we had before. And then that whole Starbucks drink video happened where she was just venting about the fact that she doesn't get free refills.
We're like, hey, I just want to let you know, from this moment on, there are no more refills of any kind. And I think I kind of just like, it was like a knee-jerk reaction. It's like not at all was what I was expecting this person to say.
When if you're now pushing the idea that you're a millionaire and people are telling you to show your lavish lifestyle, for you to then complain that you're having to pay for refills like a normal human being, is probably not the best video you can film. I don't know, I just feel like people were expecting more. This is me, this is who I am, this is my life, this is kind of what I'm into, and we just got the same graveyard girl that we had before the Shane Dawson intervention. The whole point of the Shane Dawson series was to show you that changing your content isn't a bad thing. It wasn't to show you that if someone hands you some views, you can just keep on making the same content that you were making a while back. This is not a personal attack to Graveyard Girl, because as I said, I used to love her videos so much, but I just feel like Graveyard Girl 2.0 is the same as Graveyard Girl 1. I wish her all the best. I think she could potentially make this work, but it's just not working now. Yeah, I think that's kind of all I want to say about that. Is she could have really made this work, and I think the reason why she hasn't made it work is because she hasn't actually changed anything. But now there's kind of Shane Dawson behind her going, you can do it, you can do it, and she just didn't. I'm kind of disappointed because I was expecting her to kind of do the best, because she did have a huge channel. Her channel is huge. Shane Dawson is not to blame in this. He did a great series. It got 30 million views. I think she could have really made this work, and maybe she will. Maybe we're still just not giving her a chance. Maybe she will make this work, but right now I don't see it working, and it's not working. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below anything you want to comment down below, and subscribe and turn on post notifications, because I post videos every Wednesday and Sunday at around 8 PM, but usually it's 8:30 to 9 because I am not the best. And follow me on all my socials. They'll be on the screen right now or in the description down below, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.